Are you planning to buy land in Africa? If yes, then listen. People are losing their life savings to scammers, and this can happen to anyone. And I'm going to tell you what to do so that you can protect yourself from these scammers. Because I am the victim and I have a case in court right now trying to recover my money. So, this video is for you so that you don't make the same mistakes that I've made. Africa is a hub of scammers when it comes to buying land because there is tribal land laws that exist alongside national laws that confuse people. Title deeds can be easily forged. The land records themselves, they are poorly digitalized, and there is this risk of one property being sold to a number of people. That is common across Africa. That is very common. So that's why we need to be very vigilant. And always, I know it's very expensive to involve all lawyers who are experienced in land and buying of properties, but I think it's worth having them. It's worth paying them because they will do all the work for you just to make sure you don't end up in a situation like mine. You see? So it's up to you guys, just saying. All right. Number one, the seller does not have any title deeds. The land is just claimed to be family land, but there are no title deeds. That's a red flag. Run. Okay? No title deeds, no deal. Full stop. Red flag number two, they'll say you don't need lawyers, or they have their own lawyer, but you don't have your own lawyer. You should always have your own legal representative. The seller has got their own legal representative. You, the buyer, have your own legal representative. Because there are certain things that you would know when it comes to buying land. So make sure your representative as well is reputable. Very important. Red flag number three, one land, many buyers, which is my case. That's what happened to me. One land was sold to many people. In that case, if you're doing any development, then you have to stop. There's a case there. There's a scam going on. These people are actually scamming that way. So several people will buy one piece of. Red flag number four, the sellers will be telling you to buy quickly because the prices are going to go up. If you lose this deal, you're not going to get another deal. Oh, you have to pay it as soon as possible. That's a red flag. Don't be pressured into buying. Okay? Don't let anyone pressure you into buying land. Make sure you've done your due diligence. You cannot do it. Get a lawyer to do it for you. That's the best way. Because you have your own legal representative, they'll do that for you. Don't let anyone rush you to buy land just because it is cheap now. It is going to be very expensive. That's a red flag, right? Red flag number five, land is not traceable. Always check with the land registry or the lands office if this land is traceable. If it is not traceable, girl, run. So here's what you need to do. You need to demand legal proof of ownership. Okay? You ask for title deeds. Number one, to avoid you being scammed, you need to demand legal proof of ownership. This could be title deeds, title deed certificates, allotment letters, to verify that they are the owners of this land. So you do this with the local land authority. Okay, so that is very important. That's step number one. So step number two, you need to verify with the land office who is the real owner of the property. Are there any debts tied up to that property or anything that you need to know about the property? Basically, you need to know who is the owner of that property or the land that you're buying. After confirming the real owner, so you can ask neighbors as well who the real owner is, the history behind the land. People will tell you all this information, okay? And if it's in the village, yeah, you can ask as well. You can get that information. Who is the owner of that land? You get the history. Once you get the history, I'm sure you'll be with your legal representative who knows about buying properties. So they'll have an idea of what's going on with the land because you may be told a story that is something that you have to raise, that raises an alarm. So someone who is legal and who is legal when it comes to buying properties is involved will know what that means. So always very important to involve those people. Okay. Step number 4. Obviously, you have hired your lawyer long back, which is very important. Okay. So the lawyer is going to do everything for you, draft the documents, the paperwork that is needed. The lawyers know what to write, right? But here is the issue. You need to get a lawyer who is reputable, who has got experience when it comes to buying properties. Because I think the mistake that I made is it was just a word of mouth. Ah, he helped us. He helped us. Of course, even though they have a good reputation, but some of them they don't. The one that are reputable, they may be very expensive, but it's worth it. Can you imagine if you lose like 90 grand than paying them 5 grand to do the work? That's a no-brainer. That's much better. Even if they say 10 grand, that's better. Okay. So get a reputable lawyer who is experienced in buying land and properties. Very important, because not all of them have got that knowledge. So step number 5, you get your land surveyed. So if you have a good lawyer will sort this out for you. Get a good surveyor to come and survey the land and make sure that everything is done legally. You don't base things that are sent on WhatsApp messages. That's not a professional. Or any handwritten or drawn maps. Those ones are not professional. So the lawyers who are professional will do things properly, the right way. So it's always good to get a good lawyer to represent you in this case. Step number 6. Now you sign a sale agreement. Let this be legally done, witnessed, stamped, and if possible, even registered, just to make sure this has happened. So if you've got a good lawyer, they'll make sure that is done. Okay. On payment, do not pay cash without receipts. Always a bank transfer will be the best. I don't know in your African countries whether the bank transfer is possible, but that's the safest way. You can trace the money, where it went, and you should always get receipts for everything. Everything, even if they say we need $10 for this, get a receipt for it. Everything has to have receipts. There's nothing that is like word of mouth. Anything has to be documented, because what is not documented is not done on it. Okay, you can easily review that. That way, you have done your process properly. I know that some people here are going to be listening to this video and who have got so much knowledge about buying properties. If there's anything that I have said and I'm not explained it properly or I've missed, put in the comment section, because this video is for us to help each other. I know it's everyone's dream to have a property in Africa, especially if you're an African. You want to have your own property in Africa. But remember, because everyone wants to go to Africa and purchase land, it's also attracts a lot of scammers. So scammers, they're also on the rise because they know people want to buy properties in Africa. So watch out. Okay, everything has to be documented, has to be checked. Make sure you involve a lawyer who is experienced in buying land. Okay, everything has to be documented. Everything has to be verified with the land registry, and you should have documents to prove that. Okay, guys, you take care, and thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section. If you press the like button, it will help this video to be shared by YouTube to other people so that they can actually see this video, because we don't want you to be scammed like what happened to me. Okay, you take care, guys, and bye bye.